All right, let's dive into one of the most incredible and honestly kind of high-stakes experiences you can have in Japan, getting a world-class sushi meal in Kyoto's legendary Pontocho Alley.
So just picture it for a second. You're walking down this narrow, stone-paved alley, bathed in the warm glow of paper lanterns. This is Pontocho. It feels ancient, magical, and you're here for a meal that could seriously be the highlight of your entire trip.
But yeah, an experience like that, it comes with a pretty serious price tag. We're talking 20,000 yen, which is roughly 135 US dollars, and that's per person. So this isn't just grabbing a bite to eat, it's a major investment. And when you're spending that kind of money, you really want to get it right.
And that's the big question, isn't it? You've got one night in Kyoto, one shot to make this memory. So how do you make sure you don't mess it up? Well, don't worry. That's exactly what we're going to figure out right now.
Okay, the first thing you have to understand is that in this tiny little alley, you're faced with a choice between two totally different ways of thinking about sushi. It really boils down to this. Are you here for deep tradition, or are you here for modern innovation?
So let's talk about the first path, Edomae sushi. Now this style completely flips the script on the whole fresh is best idea. It's a 200-year-old art form that started in Tokyo way before anyone had a refrigerator. The whole point is using incredible techniques like aging, curing, and marinating to pull out the most intense, amazing flavors from the fish. And even the rice is different. It's seasoned with the sharp, reddish vinegar.
And this chart just lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got traditional edamame. The fish is aged for days to deepen the flavor, you have that punchy red vinegar in the rice, and the presentation is super clean, super minimalist. Then, on the other side, you've got modern fusion. The fish is often served the same day it's caught, the rice has a milder white vinegar, and chefs get really creative with blowtorches, truffle oils, you name it. The presentation is way more elaborate. It's two completely different worlds.
So knowing which style you want, that's step one. Step two is avoiding the common mistakes that can turn your dream meal into a very expensive nightmare.
Ah, the Instagram trap. We've all been there. You're scrolling, you see this unbelievable photo of some torched beef sushi with gold flakes on top, and you immediately book it. Here's the problem. Those super flashy, photogenic dishes, they almost always come from modern fusion spots. It looks amazing for sure, but if what you really wanted was that 200-year-old authentic experience, you've already lost.
And this is where it really stings. It's not just about the money you spent. It's about the time. You just used up your one perfect Kyoto night on something that wasn't what you were looking for at all. That's a huge bummer.
Okay, mistake number two. You walk in, and sitting at the counter right in front of the chef feels a little intense. So you grab a table in the back where it feels safer. Big mistake. At a place like this, the counter is the main stage. The whole show is watching the chef's incredible knife skills, the way they form the rice. It's pure artistry. And you're missing all of it from a table.
I'm not exaggerating when I say you're only getting half the experience. That 20,000 yen meal you were so excited about just becomes, well, expensive fish on some rice. You've basically cut the value of your experience in half.
And the last big mistake is trying to outsmart the system. You think, you know what, I'll just order a few pieces of tuna and salmon a la carte. I'll save some money. This is kind of like telling a master painter which colors to use. The whole point of omakase is trusting the chef to take you on a journey. Picking and choosing your own stuff just signals you don't trust them, and you miss out on the incredible story they wanted to tell with the meal.
Okay, enough of what not to do. Let's get to the fun part. Now that you know the pitfalls, let's talk about how to have an absolutely unforgettable experience. This is your insider's guide to dining like a total pro.
So when you just let go and trust the chef, you'll see this beautiful, deliberate progression. It's a story. They'll start you with something light and clean, like a white fleshed fish. Then they'll slowly build up the intensity with richer fish until you hit this amazing peak with fatty tuna or toro. And it all wraps up with a slice of tamago, this sweet, layered omelet that's almost like a dessert.
And to give you an idea of the level of dedication we're talking about, get this. A master sushi chef will spend 3 full years just learning how to make the rice. 3 years! They aren't even allowed to touch the fish until they've perfected the foundation of every single piece.
Okay, you're at the counter. Here are a few quick tips to show respect and get the best experience. When the chef places a piece in front of you, eat it right away, like within 3 seconds. The rice is warm and the texture is perfect in that moment. You can use your hands or chopsticks. Either one is totally fine.
Try to eat it in one bite. And this is the big one. Please never mix wasabi into your soy sauce. The chef has already put the absolute perfect amount on the fish for you.
Now, you want a real insider tip? Not all counter seats are the same. The best seat in the house is right in the middle, directly in front of the chef. So, when you or your hotel concierge makes the reservation, ask for counter no mannaka onegaishimasu. It means counter middle, please. And it's a subtle way of saying, I know what I'm doing.
So there you have it. We've gone through the different styles, the mistakes to avoid, and the pro moves to make. Now you have everything you need. It's time to make your choice.
And this really breaks it down for you. Go with traditional edamame if you're looking for a history lesson, if you have an adventurous palate, and if you're excited to just sit back and let the chef be the guide. On the other hand, choose modern fusion if you want creative flavors that might feel a bit more familiar and you'd like a little more flexibility. Seriously, there's no right or wrong answer here, just what's right for you.
So, it all comes down to this one last question you have to ask yourself. 5 years from now, when you think back on this trip, what's the memory you want to have? Is it that beautiful, Instagrammable picture of truffle on tuna? Or is it the quiet, profound experience of tasting a 200-year-old tradition? Your answer to that question tells you exactly which restaurant you should book.